the power. Fight 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 the power. We got to fight the powers that be. As the rhythm designed to bounce with Nelson.
Hey there you guys, this is John, I'm back, and this time I'm on PC. So those of you who watched my last video will have noticed that I've stopped playing on the PlayStation now. I've upgraded my PC. In fact, I've upgraded it further than when you last saw, from that video. So I'll put a full description of my new setup in the title of this video, but I'm going to show you some of the pros and cons of PC gaming. Now, the first con is about to come up, auto-balancing. A lot of the servers will auto-balance the team, so you don't have to have an admin to do it, and it's about to fuck me over. Yeah, that's it. It's just switched the pilot of my helicopter over to the other team. So, I didn't notice it until it was too late. I could have bailed, I suppose, but I figured he was just dropping down to get out of the gunfire. But he'd been auto-balanced, he'd been switched over, so it's all automatically done on most of the servers. It's a bit of a pain in the arse, to be honest. Here you'll see my terrible aim. I do get him, but it takes a full clip. What I'm finding at the moment is I'm struggling to track the targets. I'll sort of go in front of them and behind them, and it's hard. It's hard to make the transition, but it's going to be worth it. I keep telling myself it's going to be worth it. So, the biggest problem with Battlefield on the PC is there's no inbuilt sort of TeamSpeak facility. You're playing a lot of the time. I mean, at the moment, until I've got some team players, I've got nobody to talk to. It's kind of boring. Here I make a terrible mistake. To my left is the C spawn point, and they hold C, so they've just spawned to my left here. Now, I figured I was dead. I pop my head up and I get one of them. And I go to get the other guy, but I get sandwiched. I'm double teamed by the enemies, so there's not really much I could have done about that, unfortunately. My teammate who was with me got butt raped as soon as we went into Charlie, so I was there on my own. But here you're going to see a problem. So we've got two tanks here on this road, and this isn't Conquest Large, and no, there is no flag in the middle of this road, so they are literally just sat here tussling with two guys with RPGs. Now, if it were me, I would have ignored them guys and just carried on and shot them as I went past. But no, they're quite happy to sit at the end of the road. I'm trying to repair this one here, and he's just driving away from me. This is what you're going to get a lot on PC. You get a lot of players who think that in Conquest, kills are the key, and that we know that isn't the case. We know that capping flags is the key. So we're here pissing about in the middle of the road, two tanks, nobody's capping flags. I was going to jump out and repair again, but I think I'll just see if he actually just stay here. So he keeps driving away. It's just the guy there on the left there. See, I can see him. There's another one a bit further down the road. I'm trying to take him out to stop this tank from pissing about, but I decided enough is enough. I'm going to get this tank repaired. Come on, stop, buddy, stop. For God's sake, surely this guy could see me. And does he hang around to help me out? Does he stay in the tank to defend me whilst I... No, he fucks off. Look at him, he's running off into the hills. He's just leaving a tank there that's been repaired. He's leaving me vulnerable. So I do get in the tank. A bit later on, this is a bit later on now, I get hit up the arse by another tank and it disables me. So I figure that's one good thing with the tanks on the PC. You can whip them turrets around really quickly. So I'll get his disabled. And I see on the minimap he's jumped out of it, so I'm just trying to find the guy, trying to keep him on the minimap. I see him on the other side of this here, and again, a bit of terrible aim. I think I got lucky. God knows how I killed him. Must have been really, really weak on health, but I came out on top of that one. I was quite pleased because it could have gone the other way very easily. So yeah, so your teammates are your biggest problem. All I need is some teammates who have a mic and either Skype or... I mean, there is something in Battlelog where you can talk to other players, but you're limited to the amount of people you can talk to. You have to add them, beforehand, because you know, there's no sort of pop-ups on the screen that tell you that, you know, they're trying to talk to you. So it's a bit of a pain in the arse. But here I see a lot of dead skulls here, so I know there's a guy around. I'll make sure I take the time to spot him first, so I can give myself an advantageous angle over him. He's just hiding in that corner over there. Take him out easily. So this should be our flag pretty soon. Now, I should be dead here. To my, well, behind me now, there's an enemy. He's there. Look, you can see him. I didn't see. He wasn't shooting at me, so I presumed he was friendly. But no, he was an enemy. So you'll see a lot of that as well, because they're actually just calling people hackers in the chat box, which is that thing on the top left there. So you know, you find a lot of people making accusations, and I'm sure that 9 times out of 10 it isn't true. So we'll catch this guy by surprise. Another easy kill. So now we just go on I mean, the next sort of 10 minutes is pretty boring. I'll cut it out. We basically just sit around this building and stop them getting out of their spawn. It's not technically a spawn rape. I don't think we're not in their spawn or right on the edges of their spawn, but you know, we piss about in the area of their, you know, in area of D, and just hold them back. And I'm gonna get in this tank here. I actually requested a ride, and he waited for me. It seemed, which never happens. Here you'll nice bit of driving, buddy. Yeah, so here we oh, look at that! Look at how quick that turret spins. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Going down a jet here, which for some reason can float in midair. You see the pilot there ejecting out. Get him spotted. I get a vehicle disabled, but I don't get a vehicle destroyed, or even a destroy assist. I don't think. So God knows why, but yeah, so we're in a bit of a defensive position here, just sort of stopping them getting out of the spawn. Yeah, this tank gets nailed by that's the problem with hanging around in the spawn there. I think if he'd have stayed in that tank, then I wouldn't have been down to 8%, but he jumped out, so I'm almost dead here. I think I've only got 1 rocket, so the guy's a support next to me, but he hasn't put any ammo down. See, this is another problem. I'm asking him for ammo. Rather than actually giving me ammo, he just runs off. So I've got 1 rocket left. I'm going to use it and play a little bit of Ring the Roses with this tank here. I'm trying to get him a good back end shot. There's 2 tanks right next to us there, and I'm just trying to stay alive. It's, and you know, the audio on Battlefield isn't great. You can't really, I don't know whether it's my sound card or what, but you can't really tell very well what direction the noises are coming from. I don't know whether it's just because there's so much. Look at this. He finally gives me one, but it's right in the middle of the open, which eventually gets me killed. So if I get killed, I switch out to a recon kit using this UMP-45, which I've never really used before, but it's absolutely fantastic. It's not got a lot of bullets, but damn, they pack a punch. You haven't really got to get many on target, which is handy for me because I don't get many on target at the moment. I am a spray and pray kind of guy at the moment with the old keyboard and mouse, so it's not doing too badly. I'm getting there. But none of my weapons have really got many attachments, so yeah, they do finally make a push and get B and C. So I parachute in after a death to try and take it back. Now, I do notice some guys over there, get them spotted, and then I see a laser guard, a laser sight spotting me up. So I'm going to try and avoid that guy now. I can hear him. Running around with me. I'm just trying to find him. I know he's about. I was trying to get over this wall, but he wouldn't let me over it for some reason. But there he is. You did, son. You did. So first unlock, laser sights. I don't think I'm gonna put that on because you'll see in a minute it gives people away. It gave that guy away, and I'm gonna run around here. And I think he comes back for a revenge kill because as I'm sat here, I think it is. See the laser sight there just flicking around, so I know he's about. And eventually the flag stops ticking down, so I know there's at least 2 of them. So yeah, there you go. It's stopped ticking. It's going the other way. So I'm going to try and see if I can suss them out. Yeah, there we go. Have some of that. Look at that. A couple of bullets and it's dead. This UMP is fantastic. If you can handle the lack of bullets, it'll do you proud. Spot that guy. Get the fuck out of dodge because getting hit pretty bad. So there's a helicopter on its way. People don't seem to run javelins though. I'm going to put this soft land down to hopefully, you know, target him up, get the hell out of the way. But we've got B. Quite happy. Let's move over. I'll just put this in a better position first because it's a bit of a shitty position there. And face it towards their general direction. So head over to C. See if we can't push them back all the way to their spawn again. So I'm going to feel a bit helpless. I don't really normally run the recon kit. I don't know why I switched. I just think I just needed to rank it up a bit. So I mean, I felt really helpless there. I normally would run the engineer kit and I would have been straight on repairing that guy, but I just missed out on some points there for capturing that flag. Just went out of bounds at the wrong time. What a plonker. But there we go. I come in that way. We've got Charlie. We're taking Delta, I think. Yeah, we're taking Delta. My soft lam is marking tanks up, so it's freaking them out if nothing else. Finally pushing back. And with this, the game was won. So I think we've got 7 tickets left. Not a lot more happening. So PC, I'm liking it so far, but it'd be 10 times better once I've got some people on with a mic. So if you have a mic, you play on PC, you want to squad up sometime. Doesn't matter whether you're any good particularly. You know, I just find it much more enjoyable when I'm playing with a bunch of guys who I can talk to. So yeah, not top of the leaderboard, but you know, I'm learning. I will get there. I have had a couple of games where I've been the MVP, but yeah, they're few and far between, and it's normally when I'm going with a helicopter. So, and speaking of helicopters, man, are they better on the PC? Now I've got this new spec set up with the better CPU, etc. It's a lot smoother. Now, this video does jitter a little bit, but I think it's more to do with my hard drive, because the actual FPS when I'm playing is 60 frames a second constantly, which is the maximum my telly can do, so I don't have it set any higher. But the write speed sometimes drops down to 28 or 29 instead of 30, which I've got it set to, so maybe my hard drive needs upgrading, I don't know. I am using an old 2TB, and I do have a 3TB I can put in, so I might just give that a whirl. But yeah, helicopters are much nicer to fly. There's no frame rate drops really. You know, everything's smooth. You can see spot. You know, if you spot an infantry, you can see it from miles away. That's double kill coming up. You can see. Did you ever get it on PlayStation where you know you get that it's spotted somebody, but you can't see where it's spotted? You just know that you spotted somebody. Well, on PC you can see where they are. So it's much better in that respect. So anyway, that's a little bit of helicopter footage. I'm sure I'll be bringing you more in the future once I get myself a decent gunner. So have fun on the battlefield, and I shall see you next time, guys. Take it easy.